Hello friends, once again I welcome you all here on my channel. So friends, from many days I am not posting the videos, but I was somewhat busy from some days. So here with a new video I am here once again. It is on figures of speech, and this is the first part only, because I am going to share some of the very important videos regarding figures of speech in the upcoming days. So don't worry about the literature, don't worry about the important topics that you have in your syllabus. For those who are preparing for TGT and PGT, or for those who have started their preparation of UGC NET or SET exam, please students, please my dear friends, don't worry about the videos. I am going to post everything, each and everything, and it is on free of cost, only for the students betterment. So friends, here let's begin this video. This particular video, it is regarding figures of speech, and the first video is relevant to the difference between oxymoron and paradox, because these two important figures of speech are there, in which sometimes we are confused a lot in the sentences, in the examples given in the exams. So friends, here in this particular video we are going to learn something more about this oxymoron and paradox with certain examples. I have outlined many examples for your understanding, friends. So please watch the video full, and let's move on to the first paradox. So paradox is basically a truth. It is a truth revealed by self-contradictory statement or mutually opposite saying. So friends, here we can see a sentence in which a self-contradictory statement is there, and a saying is there, an opposite saying always, but it is in contradictory manner. Okay, so but there is inherent truth. So we have to understand the difference. There is inherent truth in paradox, while it is not there in oxymoron. So here the inherent truth is very important, and these examples are given here for your understanding, friends. I have enlisted many examples here, so keep these examples in your notebook also for your future study. Okay, you can copy these examples for your understanding of the this figure of speech paradox. So first example is patriot lives after death. So here, friends, you can see the opposite saying is there, and a truth is also there. A patriot, a person who became patriot, lives after death. Okay, who dies for the sake of the nation, he lives after death, in the memory of people, in that way. Then after death we shall meet in heaven. So once again, a paradox is there and a truth is there. After that we shall meet in heaven. So heaven is a place, in an imaginary place here, where we are going to meet. So here paradox is there. Then save money by spending it. Who can save money by spending? But it is a truth. If you can spend your money, you can save your money, because money is oriented to spend only. So friends, but when it is needed, it should be spent by you. Okay friends, so here save money by spending it, it is a paradox. Then if I know one thing, it's that I know nothing. Okay, so once again, two paradoxical things are used here, the terms used here totally indifferent from each other, contradictory statements are there. Okay, then deep down you are really shallow. Once again, a paradox is there. Then this is the beginning of the end. So beginning of the end, very interesting statement, friends. So these are all paradoxical statements. You can just remember these statements and go through these statements. You can copy these statements. Further, some more statements are also there in this particular presentation. So men work together whether they work together or apart. So once again, a paradoxical statement. I think it is given by Robert Frost. So he said that men work together whether they work together or apart. Then what a pity that youth must be wasted on the young. What a pity that youth must be wasted on the young. Youth is wasted on the young. So here once again a paradox. Then I can resist anything but temptation. Then death thou shalt die. Then it must be cruel to be kind. Cruel to be kind. Then here are the rules. Ignore all rules. Then the second sentence is false. The first sentence is true. Very interesting statement once again. Second sentence, there are two sentences. Second sentence is false and the first sentence is true. Then I only message those who do not message. I only message those who do not message. So these are somewhat humor. The sentences are with humor here. So these are all paradoxical statements, friends. Now let's move on to the oxymoron. Oxymoron is regarding the two contradictory terms which are juxtaposed. They are side by side. These opposite terms or words are placed there side by side in a sentence. So, which are the examples? We can see here many examples. He is the wisest fool. A fool also, but at the same time, he is the wisest. So, wisest fool. Two contradictory terms are here, which are stated, which are placed here side by side. And then in the second one, he is ideally busy. He is ideally busy. Ideally busy means he is idle as well as he is also busy. So, two contradictory terms are there, but they are placed side by side. So very important difference is here that in oxymoron the contradictory terms are placed side by side. And friends, some more opposite words are there exemplifying the oxymoron figure of speech. So let's see them. First one is controlled chaos. A chaos is also there, but it is controlled. So controlled chaos. Then killed with kindness. Then old news. Then small giant. Then original copy, or even odds. Then elevated subway. Loving hate. Cold fire. Bright smoke. Loving hate. It is repeated. So friends, these are different opposite words which can be used, which are used in oxymoron. Okay, in the sentences of oxymoron. So these words are placed the side by side in oxymoron examples. So keep this thing in your mind. The basic difference we can see in paradox and oxymoron is paradox is a statement or group of sentences that contradict to each other and delivers the inherent truth. Because there is inherent truth in the statements of paradox. It is a group of sentences. A paradox is a group of sentences, and these are contradicting with each other. They are in contrary to each other, and they are delivering the inherent truth as well. Then in oxymoron, we can see a combination of two contradictory words, two terms which are in contrary. Sometimes it is also referred as contradiction in terms. So contradiction in terms is a name given, a phrase given to oxymoron. It is also said as a pair of words, but in contrary. So friends, these I have tried here to give you some explanation on the difference between oxymoron and paradox, and also stated some examples. So you can copy those examples in your notebook for your reference. So friends, that's all for today. You can follow me on these online platforms, and please subscribe my channel for the upcoming videos on literary criticism, because for this week I am going to concentrate on literary criticism videos. So be there on my YouTube channel, watch my videos full, and also share with your friends who really need it, who are in need of such videos, such free video materials. Okay, and friends, you can also follow me on my blog, where I have uploaded many study material files, so you can also download those material. And friends, one more thing, I am replying to every student. Every day I am getting so many calls from many students from all over the India. So I am replying all those students for to give them guidance or any kind of help they need. So friends, you can call me, you can WhatsApp me. Better you can WhatsApp me, because during daytime I am busy at college. So friends, you can WhatsApp me whenever I became free. I just reply to the messages of WhatsApp. So friends, that's all for today, and wait for the next video on figure of speech.